We are at a brand new game store. I'm with my guy Steve right here. New game store. How long has it been here?
November 18th. So I don't know the math on that. So
like 6 months.
Yeah,
okay.
Something like that.
Brand new game store here. We're in Milwaukee, the good land. I only know one thing about Milwaukee, and that is from Wayne's World 2. That's it. You remember what I'm talking about?
I've never seen Wayne's World 2.
Oh, and that's my only Milwaukee reference. Okay, well, it's a great movie.
Actually, it's pronounced Milwaukee, which is Algonquin for the good land.
Well, mainly we're a retro game store, and we also have a lounge. So if you look around, everything in here is free to play.
Okay.
So we're not just a game store. We are a game store, but it's kind of for the community, you know, getting people in here. We run tournaments. We have a LAN party on Saturday.
No.
Yeah,
Bring it back.
Halo 3. Yeah, so we're going to set up 16 Xboxes, and we're going to go nuts. I have like 30 signups, so I don't know.
30 signups. He's making me want to do that at the game store. Yeah. LAN parties? Okay, let's do a full tour of this awesome store. Okay, I want to look, before, we're going to talk about a bunch of different stuff. He just opened the store. I'd love to get his thoughts on opening a game store, but guys, there is a ton of NES. Do you usually have this much NES stuff?
I do, and a lot of my regulars are surprised that I still have all this box stuff.
Yeah.
Most of this is my personal collection.
Oh, okay. So we're going to dive into that. Let's just dive into that right now. So this situation for you is you opened the store 5 months ago. Mm-hmm. This is it. This is your stuff. Yeah. Right?
A lot of it.
So was that part of the plan whenever you was like, I'm going to open up a game store, I got to sell my stuff?
Yeah.
Was that hard?
It was. You know what made it easier is when I was like, okay, I'm really going to open a game store, I took my personal collection and I packed it all away, and I didn't look at it for years.
So it was just out of sight, out of mind.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Weren't quite as attached to it.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the biggest, I would say, I was in a very different situation. I bought a game store and the stock. It would have been hard for me to sell my collection. But if you want to open up a game store, like genuinely, you're probably going to have a collection, to have the inventory to at least initially get started.
That was the biggest concern. So not only was I was mainly NES, Super Nintendo, little 64. Okay. I don't care about GameCube. I wasn't into it. So it took me 6 years of hunting, and I can't buy everything at 100% value because I would just lose money. So it was about 6 years of hunting and looking for stuff and hoarding it. And being quiet about it and not
it's not glamorous. That's the part you have to think about, is like the years that was put in hustling, finding things, collecting things, cleaning things, and then putting it all out. So that's crazy. I mean, this is a ton of NES stuff. I don't think we have this much NES stuff right now. Like, there's some beauties in here, man. So as you can imagine, after the channel was hacked, we have become much more conscious about online security. That's why we were excited when Incogni reached out to us. They are the sponsor for today's video. Have you ever noticed when you sign up for a store's loyalty card or Google information on the newest gaming console that you begin to receive emails for those items? What is happening is these companies are selling your data to larger companies known as data brokers. The data brokers then sell your information to advertisers. It doesn't just stop at your interests. Your personal data, like your name, your phone number, your address, and more, can find its way into the hands of these data brokers. There is an upside to all of this though. These data brokers must remove your information from their database if you ask them to. That's where Incogni comes in. Incogni can scan your personal information in these databases and then automatically request the information to be removed from the data broker's database. The best part of this is it's all automated. After using Incogni, my spam emails and calls have completely stopped. I'm excited to offer you an amazing deal with Incogni. Use code RetroRick with a link down below in the description to get 60% off the annual Incogni plan. Those are big savings for the peace of mind that your personal information is safe. Thanks again to Incogni for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back into it. I'm fairly certain I'm probably gonna get that Silver Surfer.
That just went in there, actually.
Did it? That thing is beautiful. So at the timing of this video, we are down to just a few NES games for the set. So I have Silver Surfer, but I want it CIB. So that is awesome.
Silver Surfer, levels 3 through 8. Pay attention to the evil magic warriors, Mephisto, Emperor Reptile, and the rest. Your assignment is find Silver Surfer and spot at these stores.
So, my guy Steve has a console wall. Now, when you were making the store, creating the store, was this something that you had in mind? Like, is this your vision?
Yeah,
like, this is what you wanted it to look like?
Yeah, I'm huge on box consoles.
Oh, yeah.
I was a big collector. A lot of my, like, really nice stuff sold. Like, I had, like, the Super Nintendo Donkey Kong Country box. I had the Jungle Green N64. I had the, what's the blue one? The
Ice Blue.
Ice Blue. I had that complete in the box.
So good.
Those all sold. But
The problem a lot of times is keeping it. People buy them, so it's like, oh crap! Now there's holes.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
So that was it. So we started talking about PS2s, and you were saying how you can't keep them. So you actually have your Slims the same. Interesting.
Yeah.
We have our Slims higher.
Yeah, are they?
Yeah, we a little bit higher. But so we were talking about how to price things. So like PS2s. Typically, PS2s on eBay sell for like anywhere from $90 to $100. I think we're at like $125 now in the shop, which seems like, whoa, Rick, you freaking dirtbag.
What is a scam?
I can't keep them. So it's the simple, law of supply and demand. If I can't keep them, there was an opportunity to make a little bit more money. Now, vice versa, I don't know what do you do with higher end things? So our theory, I used to price them higher. Not higher. I used to price them right in line. So say you have a really expensive game that's worth $300. It sells for $300. I will usually price mine more around like $270, $275, because I want people to feel like they can get a good deal and get, something, because it's just like, it's such a higher, valued item.
Yeah, with things like that, especially like niche things, like I tend to come down a little bit.
Yeah.
But if it's like a PS2 where I get 5 calls a day asking,
right,
like we can go up a little bit. But if it's like this Lunar game, like how many people are walking in the store looking for that?
Yeah, it's
a few.
Same exact thing for us. So like I want to move things quicker. I want things to get in and move out of the store quicker, and I want people to see things that are like, man, this is a pretty good deal. So yeah, totally on the same page with that.
Yeah, and in the same note, one of my fears is I sell everything and I have an empty store. So that's what.
So if you are in Milwaukee and you got games, come here.
Yes.
Come here to sell new games.
That's awesome.
プレイステーションに最新のリリース。今、最寄りのソニーストアで入手可能です。
So you have a pretty cool piece right here. Snatcher on the Sega CD. Graded. This, you said this just walked in.
Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah, it was part of the collection, yeah.
Okay. So I want to know, and this might be it. What's one of the craziest things that's come in? Probably this.
Probably that.
What else? I know this can't be the only thing.
Well, along with this came like a Turbo Graphics, the import Turbo Duo X.
And you sold that?
Yeah.
It's already sold?
All of this stuff came in with this.
Okay.
See all of this? Like, I spent a lot of money.
And how did, because you're a business owner, like almost every single person that comes into the game store, I want to know, how in the world did you come in here? Did you come in because you done the YouTube channel? We have a billboard. Did you come in from social media? Did you ask this person, like, how in the world did you find us to bring us this crazy stuff? You didn't think about it at that time?
I didn't think I thought about it.
Oh, no, Steve, you got to.
So he came in with bins and bins and bins of stuff.
Oh, dang.
And my heart dropped, and it was like my first month.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh my God.
That's
and then
crazy.
I called my wife. I'm like, I'm going to need you to run to the bank.
Yeah, I bet. That's awesome.
It took me like 4 hours to go through and do the buy. Wow. So
Snatcher. If you want Snatcher, it's here in Wisconsin.
Now, talking a bit about the game, as I said, it's a point-and-click cinematic adventure. That's really what it is, by Konami, by Kojima. And you play as Gillian Seed, and with your right-hand man, Metal Gear, a little robotic helper for you.
I don't know if you've noticed this. What's up here? What's up here?
Vintage tees.
That is a crazy one. I believe that's a Magic. The brand is Magic Johnson. Like, he had his own brand of sport clothes at one point. There's that one. There's a Milwaukee Admirals one. But dude, now it's a little tiny, little crop top on me. But come here, check this one out. This Bulls shirt is gorgeous. Why's it gotta be small, Steve? I want a bigger one.
I wish it fit me.
The little crop top on me.
Yeah, I ordered it online, and someone's like, "Oh, it's an adult large," and it's a kid large.
Dang, it's all lies. Dude, I love seeing the vintage clothes. Dude, the Darth Maul.
Yeah. Look at Sneaky up there in the corner.
Yes, my master.
So this is interesting. This is different. I have not seen, Steve, you're the first game store that I've seen with basically like a lounge. You have a whole lounge over here. What was kind of the inspiration to have this?
Well, one of the big things was I have a 14-year-old son. And when you're 14, you don't really have anywhere you can go. They go to the mall, they get kicked out after 5 o'clock. And, it's kind of a weird age. So they all come here and they play video games, and it's free to play.
Okay,
it's for the community. Oh, yeah, they come in here and play. Not only do we have the consoles, we have a Xbox Series S and a PS5 in the back.
Okay.
And we have gaming PCs.
That's
and
awesome.
You just go there and play. And, it's like, thanks for coming to my store.
Yeah, that's cool. So it's all set up. So you got the Halo, the beautiful Halo, Xbox original. Was this working? Did you have to get it fixed? I feel like they're always broken. Okay, so it's working. That's awesome. PS2, SNES Classic, and a good old PS3 down here as well. What did you say you do over here? You said you have some kind of tournament?
Yeah, we run Tekken 8 tournaments. That's the latest Tekken game.
Okay.
So we do them every other Saturday. So this Saturday we have another one, and we got all of our local Tekken players to come here and have a great time.
Wow.
I used to play Tekken back in the day.
Really?
Yeah, like
That's
Tekken
awesome.
Tag.
What about any Smash players around here?
I do. We run Smash tournaments. They do it about 2 to 3 times a month. It's Melee. They do.
Oh, okay.
And we do it all on CRTs.
Yes.
Yeah, we've had like 35 people in here, and it gets kind of insane. It's really fun.
Dude, I love that.
Yeah.
So cool. So Steve is out there making a sale, but I'm checking out some of these disc-based games over here. Look at this. I got a little nook over here, I think. Oh, bathroom. Dang, we don't have a bathroom.
We don't.
Sorry, everybody.
Sorry, everyone.
We don't have a bathroom, but we got a bunch of disc-based games over here. Hey, shout out to my wife, Babe. Your favorite game of all time, Frogger. It goes Frogger and then Sims, and then Roller Coaster Tycoon. Favorite games. So we don't have a lot of gaming stuff in common, but got a little bit of disc-based stuff, and then we're about to get Steve to show us this whole area. This is cool. All right, we're gonna move over to the arcade section. We got a Donkey Kong Jr. Guys, Marvel versus Capcom, one of the most beautiful arcade cabinets. I want to know from you guys though, down below, what is your favorite of all time arcade games? Mine, Simpsons. Freaking Simpsons beat 'em up is so good. And then the X-Men arcade where you have like a freaking bajillion people all fighting at once. I love that one. You guys tell me down below, favorite arcade game. So see, he's still helping people, so we're not gonna bother him. This is also all free to play. This whole area, there's even signs that say, hey, come in, hang out, free to play. I think that's awesome, man. Just having a community atmosphere, place, living room kind of feel. All these people can just come in and play video games and hang out and chill. Pretty sweet. All right, Steve, store looks amazing.
Thank you.
I love it. I love the community aspect of it. Your stock is insane. You're making me feel kind of bad. Like your CIB stuff is nutty. But I want to know, we're wrapping up. I want to know from you though, hardest thing, bro. Hardest thing about your almost half a year in about owning a game store.
Well,
Other than literally selling your entire trading in your collection. Nothing. He has nothing, he said, at home.
not a thing.
Not a
I have
thing.
a 2DS on my nightstand, but
That's it.
yeah. Well, the hardest thing for me was finding the balance, like with trade-ins. So somebody brings me a collection, not overpaying and not underpaying, because there's a sweet spot. Because if I'm underpaying, I'm not getting anything in the store. So finding that sweet spot, making everybody happy.
Yeah.
To where, I've done buys where I've lost money. And I'm like, I paid too much on that. And then I've done buys where I'm like, maybe I should offer a little bit more.
Yeah.
So I don't want to underpay people.
Yeah.
So it
takes a while to get a rhythm.
And I feel really good about it now.
Yeah.
I've been doing it because as a collector, I know what I know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like Pokemon. It's not my thing. But oh my God, like learning the Pokemon market.
Dude, I'm going to tell you, Pokemon cards. I know it hurts. I know.
I don't know the first thing about it.
I didn't either. Like, other than I collected a little bit as a kid, I had so many people tell me to like, you gotta sell Pokemon cards. And I just thought, to educate myself in that. But I did. I had to. And dude, they are popping.
The only reason I don't is we have a card store 2 doors down.
Oh, yeah. We
So
do that. That makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
that's the only reason I haven't even dived into
So
it.
yeah, that's interesting. I wasn't gonna pinpoint that you would say that, but it is hard because that's the lifeblood of your store is getting inventory in, and if you are getting too much in but you're not selling any, or vice versa, you're not getting any, it's like there's a balance to it.
Yeah, and it's overpaying and learning what sells in your store. And let me grab my phone.
Steve's back. Hit it against the phone, guys. He's back. But, dude, more than anything, we appreciate you letting us hang out. The store looks absolutely incredible. If you are ever in, we're right in Milwaukee, right?
Yeah, it's a suburb, city of Greenfield. So.
Okay. Come hang out, guys. Great store. More than anything, you can just come and hang out and play games.
Please.
He's making my store look terrible, guys. Until next time, peace.